Hello, and welcome to Select 10. Finding the best Netflix movies to watch can be challenging and time-consuming. With numerous options, it's easy to become caught in endless scrolling, but don't worry, we've got you covered. From unbelievable sci-fi stories to heart-pounding thrillers, we've selected the must-see movies you can't afford to miss. So grab some popcorn and let's begin exploring the top 7 Netflix films available right now. Number 7. The Trip. It is a 2021 action comedy thriller directed by Tommy Wirkola. The narrative centers on a troubled married couple, Lars and Lisa, who have secret intentions of killing one another. To carry out their plans, they go to a remote lodge in the countryside for a weekend. But when they learn that 3 fugitive criminals have taken up sheltering there, Lars and Lisa must work alongside one another while battling the criminals and their own deadly goals. The film combines brutal violence, dark humor, and startling twists to create a fun but bizarre survival narrative. Its dark comedy is complemented by the well-choreographed action scenes, which feature violent and excessive mayhem. However, viewers who are sensitive to overblown violence or dark humor may find some of the scenes too overbearing. While the storyline twists keep things surprising, if you've seen other survival thrillers of a similar nature, some of the story's aspects will seem familiar. Overall, it's a crazy, aggressive, and fun voyage that expertly brings together humor, suspense, and action. If you appreciate films with crazy energy, unanticipated twists, and twisted humor, this thriller is worth seeing. Number 6. Photocopier. It is a 2021 psychological thriller directed by Regis Banuteja. The narrative centers on Sur, a brilliant college student who loses her college funding after pictures of her drinking at an event go online. With no recollection of what occurred that night, she goes to her childhood companion Amin, a photocopy store employee, to find out the truth about the incident. As they put the pieces together, she starts a risky inquiry and finds a network of dishonesty, misuse of authority, and online misuse from the most powerful people at her college. The film delves into topics such as online confidentiality and leadership inequalities, resulting in an engaging and socially significant mystery drama. Although it does a good job at creating suspense, some viewers may find the movie's calm pacing challenging, and others may find its comments on gender-related topics and the balance of power confusing. Overall, it is a terrifying, timely thriller that explores contemporary greed and justice in a way that is both frightening and crucial. With outstanding acting and a smart narrative, it's a must-see for fans of psychological riddles. Number 5. Emily the Criminal. It is a 2022 crime thriller film directed by John Patton Ford. Aubrey Plaza plays Emily, an underemployed artist who has a criminal history and lacks the ability to get steady employment because of her loan balances. Helpless for money, she comes across a shadowy loan theft enterprise run by Youssef. Primarily nervous, Emily quickly adjusts to the scheme's dangerous, high-reward nature and confronts escalating risk from the authorities and crime competitors, requiring her to make life-changing choices. The film keeps a harsh, realistic vibe with remote filming and urban surroundings that heighten interest. Plaza's portrayal of Emily gives complexity to her unhappiness, desire, and developing self-assurance in the criminal world, making her an engaging anti-hero. The plot is simple, but the social criticism on systemic hurdles and financial despair is brilliant. Overall, it is a fascinating criminal thriller about survival in a harsh environment. Fans of criminal stories with strong characters should definitely watch it. Number 4. The Mitchells vs. the Machines. It is a 2021 animated sci-fi comedy film directed by Michael Rianda. The movie opens with Katie Mitchell, a curious, ambitious filmmaker who is excited about going to college. But before she goes away, Rick, her good-hearted but traditional father, makes the decision to take the whole family on a road trip to strengthen their bonds. Upon their tour, an innovative technology mogul's AI assistant turns wild, resulting in a worldwide robot invasion. As the only people who have not been captured, the Mitchells have to set aside their disagreements and cooperate in order to protect the entire world. The movie combines colorful 3D animation to produce an energizing and visually exciting experience that heightens the film's charm and originality. The Mitchell family's adventure is both funny and touching, with Katie and Rick's difficult bond functioning as the emotional center. Although some of the jokes might seem a little out of place, the plot is still interesting. Its point of view about innovation and familial ties is powerful, yet not pushy. Ultimately, it is a funny, action-packed, and touching family movie that is both aesthetically spectacular and emotionally stirring. Those who enjoy animated adventure movies should definitely see it. Number 3. The Devil All the Time. It is a psychological crime thriller directed by Antonio Campos. Based on Donald Ray Pollock's book, the film is set in post-World War II America and examines issues of violence, faith, corruption, and family distress. The story takes place in Ohio and West Virginia between the 1940s and 1960s and centers on a number of interlinked people. At the middle is Arvin Russell, a young man attempting to break out from the vicious circle of violence that surrounds him. In the meantime, a dishonest preacher exploits his followers, and a shady pair preys on passengers on the highways. As these characters' worlds clash, Arvin ends up having to take matters into his own hands, resulting in a suspenseful and deadly outcome. With a haunting, atmospheric tone, the film's visual arts capture the country vistas of the American South in a sad yet beautiful manner. But the film's slow pace and serious issues could turn off some viewers, and its non-linear storyline demands patience. Nonetheless, the performances enhance the subject matter, and its examination of ethics and retribution is fascinating. Overall, this is a dark, dramatic thriller about brutality and fate. Though it is not a straightforward watch, fans of slow-burn psychological dramas will find it highly enjoyable. Number 2. Maharaja. It's a 2024 action thriller starring Vijay Sethupathi. The story revolves around Maharaja, a hairstylist who goes to the authorities to report that his precious trash can has been stolen. Originally ignorant, the cops get interested as Maharaja recounts more deeply, more nefarious occurrences that weave together past tragedies and present vendettas. I will not reveal any more narrative details because it would ruin the experience, and I really think you will be astonished during the climax part when the suspense behind the trash can is revealed. The unpredictable narrative engages the audience by slowly revealing the main character's motives and the intensity of his grief. While Vijay's characterization of Maharaja is the primary highlight, the film's examination of morality and justice invites audiences to consider the thin line separating right from wrong. However, the film's multi-layered structure of narration can be difficult to follow, and several sequences are extremely detailed, making them not suitable for all viewers. In spite of this, Maharaja is a provocative movie that combines emotion, suspense, revenge, loss, and social criticism. Number 1. The Old Guard. It is a 2020 action superhero based on Greg Rucka's comic book. The movie centers on a team of immortal soldiers who must contend with fresh dangers while attempting to hide their very existence. The narrative centers on Andy, who leads this clandestine group of warriors that have been around for generations and have the capacity to recover from any injury. But when they are attacked on a mission, their presence is revealed, leading them to discover that the pharmaceutical CEO wants to capture them in order to discover the key to immortality. The narrative maintains a grounded yet punchy aesthetic while achieving a balance between supernatural and realistic elements. Although the action is solid, the antagonist seems a little flat in contrast to the rich main characters. But the film's study of the psychological repercussions of immortality adds depth beyond what is usually found in an action picture. Overall, the movie presents something new in the superhero genre and combines engaging character-driven drama with brutal action. Despite having well-known beats, it's an interesting movie owing to its powerful performances and its psychological effect. Also, the second part is coming exclusively on Netflix in 2025. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe to our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.